Hey, what's up? This is Astro doing a daily moon horoscope reading for September 28, 2018. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this moon, y'all. The moon is in Taurus, the second decan of Taurus, which is ruled by Mercury. And my page just went out, so I'm just going to click here and pull this up again because my computer wants to play with me. All right, we're back in order. Great. The second decan of Taurus, though, is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury, again, as we know, it's all about the details, all about the routine, all about the task, the daily task, the organization, all that shit, right? So when it comes to our self-worth and material worth, we came to this self-realization that, maybe we need to fix a couple of things to up that a little bit. Now we're working out the details, saying, okay, like, what do we need to do to fix this? What do we need to do to get this self-worth, this confidence, and the material worth that we want out of life, okay? And so, that's the kind of energy that's kind of we're working through now. Like, what routines do we need to follow? How should we organize our life? Like, what's the daily task we need to do to get the life that we want? Looks like the aspects I'm going to talk about is the moon with Mercury, the moon with Jupiter, the moon with Pluto, and the moon with Neptune. Okay. All right. So, the first aspect is that the moon is in conjunct with Mercury. Only towards like the beginning of the day, it was going to be doing that. Very, very beginning. I mean, like 12 o'clock a.m., like that very beginning of the day. But again, like similar to the energies I was talking about yesterday, Mercury is all about communicating, relating with others, and connecting with others, right? And, this particular Mercury in Libra is in the Uranus decant of Libra. So it's not only about the quirkiness and weirdness and accepting people for who they are, but it's accepting everybody for who they are. Because Aquarius and Uranus energy represents society, the universal consciousness, everybody on earth. Okay, that's what it represents, and it's kind of teaching us that we can relate to other people and all their weird quirks to them. You know what I mean? No matter how unique and weird they are, we can find a way to relate to these people and connect with these people for the betterment of the human race. Moon ain't thinking about that shit. The moon, again, is focused on self-worth, their own material worth, and the details they need to focus on to get that. They're not thinking about other people unless those other people are going to help them directly for that direct goal. They're not even focused on people who can indirectly help them. They're focused on this particular goal. And you know how Taurus energy is. They're stubborn as fuck, and they ain't gonna move out of that thought, that frame of thought at all. So the energies are in conjunct and they're missing each other. Mercury is usually all about routine, all about the details, but they're trying to expand a little bit with it being in Libra and in fact the Uranus decan of Libra. But the moon, the emotions are not focused on that. We're trying to work out the details to build up our self-confidence so we can build up that self-worth, so we can build up that material worth. You get what I'm saying? Next aspect is the moon is opposite Jupiter. Jupiter's still in Scorpio, working its way through. Shout out to Jupe. But again, we're philosophically thinking about, first of all, Jupiter is moved on to the third decan of Scorpio, which is ruled by the moon. So Jupiter is kind of getting those philosophical thoughts that we've been thinking about, that's connected to intimacy, that's connected to shared worth, that's connected to transformation in general. It's making it personal. That's what it's doing. It's getting all those philosophical thoughts and making it personal, but not personal to whatever plan that we want. That's material, personal to our emotions. How do we specifically resonate with all the philosophical lessons and thoughts and scriptures that we've learned about when it comes to intimacy, you know what I mean? And transformation and death and all that stuff, right? But again, the moon is not on that shit. The moon is on How do I get to the status of fuck you, pay me? That's what the moon is all about. Again, working through the details to build their material worth and self-worth up, so they're not thinking about their emotions right now, unless they're thinking about their emotions, but how they emotionally want some material worth, how they emotionally want to excel in the material. You know what I mean? Not emotionally. It's just not what the focus is right now. And so there's going to be some differences out here. But it looks like this moon is going to be conjunct Pluto. And again, Pluto is all about empowering themselves by gaining authority over their reputation, their status, and their career. Again, the moon is all about that. The moon is about self-preservation, building one's material wealth and self-worth up. The thing is, so it's like, Taurus energy is saying, again, we need to work up this energy ourselves, while Capricorn is saying that, yeah, we do, but we have to work up way up to the status, to the reputation, to the career that we want. Taurus can be lazy, but if it can bring them guaranteed success, they will do it. And I think that's the confusion here. I don't think Taurus is that lazy. Taurus is is it guaranteeing me success though? Is it guaranteeing me happiness though? They need that guarantee, okay? They really, really do. So I don't even know if Taurus energy is really lazy like people say. I met some lazy Taurus energy folks, but, they're all about, they ain't going for something off a win and a prayer. You know what I mean? They have to know it works. Capricorn has that energy too, where they're I need to make sure it works, but they will go out there way quicker than a Taurus energy person for sure. But that's kind of the energy that's going on between these two, but they're agreeing with each other because they both know that they need to be practical in the way they go about their goals. And they both know that, they both have the same goal of getting into a specific status, a specific reputation, career within their lives. You know what I mean? Lastly, this moon is sextile Neptune. So what's happening here is that, the moon has these wants to build their confidence up, build their self-worth, and possibly material worth up. With its sextile in Neptune, though, Neptune is trying to say that maybe you need to connect with God, with your intuition, with spirit, with the universe to get that. The moon is wait, what? Because the moon is in an earth sign. It's, very is focused on tangible energies, not really spiritual, unseen energies, but they're willing to open their eyes and listen and try to figure this whole idea out. You get what I'm saying? So, the energies are different, but they're not necessarily disagreeing with each other. It's just Taurus just open their minds up a little bit about how to go about gaining a specific status that they want through spirituality and seeing how it works there. Okay, so that's the energies of September one more time. That's the energies of September 28th, 2018. I hope you appreciate this. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, and all that good stuff. And let me know if you have any questions whatsoever, okay? Peace, loves.